What's going on, YouTube? How's all the beautiful people? Well, look here. We have a 2013 Honda 420 TRX 420 FM. Oh, last summer the guy had me order a new coil for it. They couldn't get it to run. Obviously the thing's been left outside and not in the greatest of shape, but we got a new aftermarket coil. They put it on, no go. So it was brought to me, and we're gonna see if we can get it running. So let me get you guys set up, and we'll do one real quick test to see if we have a spark issue or a fuel issue, and that's gonna be to pull that air filter cover off, give it a shot of fluid, and see if she'll crank. They do have a new battery in it, a new-ish, so we crank, but no go. So let me get you set up. Okay, we got a little bit of starting fluid here. Pull this cover. I don't know how much they did. Oh man. Tell you what, let me get some more tools. One of the things that make this easy or difficult is the steps taken. You gotta figure out which direction to go in. This thing's got plenty of oil on it. Okay. Ugh. So let's turn the key on, and while she's a cranking, so that tells me we're not getting any spark because she would have went. So that means we got to get the spark testing stuff out. There's going to be some fuses here in the battery area, so we'll have to check that stuff out, but I'll get you guys set up a little bit. Welcome back, people. Well, look at here. This is hours and hours into it, troubleshooting schematics and gosh dang, cruising the forums trying to get a better direction to go in. Needless to say, the battery connections were dirty, but that wasn't the issue, but it didn't help matters. The battery was weak, that wasn't the issue, but it didn't help. What it ended up being was the TP, or the bank angle sensor, which is right under there. It's kind of a pain to get to, but the connection for it is right there. I don't know if y'all can see that, where that green and yellow wire runs into that connector. That was the issue. It was preventing power from getting to the ignition system and the fuel pump. I did, however, remove the old fuel pumper. It's right back there, right there. I did remove it, put power to it to make sure that it was good. What was happening is when you turn the key on, since that bank angle sensor was activated, it wasn't powering up the ignition or the fuel, and therefore it was part of the ECM wasn't powering up it, because all you would get was the neutral light whenever you would turn the key on. Troubleshooted the stop switch, which was kind of fruitless, because if it's not working, let's just turn it off. Everything still does what it should here, but no crank. And we had crank before. But you'll notice the fuel pump doesn't run. You listen. So you get the lights, but that's all you get until, there you go, you hear the fuel pump. So the bank angle sensor was preventing portions of the ECM from sending their signals to the ignition system and the fuel system. Therefore, it wouldn't fire up. It was mind-boggling because all of the fuses are good. Coil tested good. After removing the fuel pump and going through it and making sure that it was good, it just wasn't making any sense to me. But that's what it ended up being. That bank angle sensor under there was activated. Not sure if it had been tipped over or what, but all I did was take it off, unplug it, and there was a procedure where you jump that 2 outside wires on this connection and to test your relay. Well, I did that, and then when I went to put it all back together, it worked. So I didn't replace it. It just works. So you know, it is what it is. But like I said, hours and hours of fine print schematics and just a bunch of BS. But do check this. If that's activated, it will prevent the ignition system and the fuel system from powering up. You will not have any spark, and up here you will not get what you need here. Aside from that, just a bunch of ground checks, the ground on the battery. Just a pain in the ass is what it is. The more sophisticated these things get, the more of a headache they are to work on when they're down. They're nice, but it is a headache. So let me just show you what we got. Fuel pump cycles. It runs fine, runs as it should. Now, as you can see, if you look down there, this thing has been very neglected. Yeah. So it's not hard to believe that dirty connections, and I mean, look at that. Just every inch of this thing is packed full of schmoo. So, but check your grounds, check your connections. If your fuses are good and you got a good battery, clean your connections there, but definitely check that TP sensor. This one's manual shift, so it doesn't have any of that ESP crap. Anywho, like and sub, you beautiful people. And oh, one more thing, make sure that there's a IAC, intake air temperature sensor in here, and that turns on the heater for the carburetor and all of that crap. Make sure it's plugged in. This thing will not function without the signal from that. So anywho, like and sub, later.